As we start down the path of planning for retirement, it's easy to feel the creeping need to get everything perfect. Life can be messy. Sometimes just getting the bare minimum done each week can feel like taming a wild bull. And while we're dealing with our own rodeos, getting the perfect investments in their perfect proportions inside of our retirement accounts can seem to be bordering on the absurd. I'm Armir Zanelli, part of the All-Star Advisor team with Roberts Wealth Management. Now, it's tempting to just throw up our hands and do nothing. But instead of being overwhelmed, please know it's still a huge win just to be slightly better than we were yesterday. Any bit of moving forward is still moving in the right direction. So as we design our retirement plans, how does perfectionism actually get in the way? Well, have you ever tried a perfect diet that you've never tried before to lose weight? Of course you have, because we all have. And how did you feel after abandoning this diet? Our failure to stick to our retirement plan can reinforce some nasty negative self-beliefs like I'm not good with money, I can't budget, I'll never save enough to retire, and even worse, it can reinforce the idea that you can't keep your own self-commitments. Undermining our own self-efficacy is a terrible betrayal that we foist upon ourselves all the time. It's the worst kind of thing we could believe about ourselves. Now, instead of failing at an overcomplicated budget or an investment strategy, what if we focus on making one tiny move in the right direction? It could be as simple as saving another $100 a month instead of trying to max out your 401k and then living on ramen noodles. By building progress step by step, we not only get closer to our goals, but we also prove to ourselves that we can make progress. We learn to trust our ability to move closer toward a meaningful pursuit, and after all, we really don't have as much control over things as we'd like to think. We don't know what the markets, the world, and life have in store for us. We can't control nature, economies, and world events, but we can focus on the things we can control and keep making these small steps towards the lives we want to build. There will never be a perfect time to take the next step in your retirement planning. Just like having a kid, buying a house, starting a business, taking that bucket list trip, or getting into shape. You'll probably never get everything perfectly organized either. Trust me on this, I've tried. So if you find yourself 2 months into planning out that perfect budget, building that perfect investment portfolio, or determining the perfect amount you need to save for retirement, ask yourself this: is this really procrastination? Maybe doing that one simple thing today really is good enough. If you can deal with that next one simple thing tomorrow, and by the way, if you get one thing done in a day, that's possibly 365 days of progress each year, and the time is going to pass whether you act on it or not. Finally, when you do reach a milestone, don't forget to celebrate. Making progress towards a meaningful goal may be more psychologically fulfilling than the simple pursuit of happiness. Perfection is unattainable, and its pursuit can be exhausting. Even Warren Buffett, as much as he's been deified, has made mistakes over his investment career. If he isn't perfect, why should we expect that from ourselves? Simplifying things and tackling them one by one may not only be the easiest approach, it may also be the better strategy in the long run for success, but also your mental health.